Okay, good afternoon, class. In today's class, we are going to discuss regarding the factors governing the elasticity of demand. Okay, we know what is elasticity of demand and how many types of elasticity of demand are there and how to measure the elasticity of demand we have already seen in the previous class. Now we are going to see what what are the factors governing the elasticity of demand. Okay, so nature first one is the nature of the product. In the previous class, we have a light discussion on these topics also. Just we'll see nature of the products. We can see here. So generally, we classify the products into three categories. One is the necessities, other one is the comforts, and other one is the luxuries. For one person, it may be necessity. For other, the same product may be a comfort or luxury for other one. Okay. When we go for the necessities, we can see the food, clothing, housing. These are all the necessities. Coming to the comforts, it refers to the TV, refrigerator, and so on. Okay. By luxuries, we mean generally the sofa sets, marble flooring in a house, and many others like that. Okay. Actually, the meaning of definition of the necessaries, luxuries, and comforts will be varying from person to person. Okay. For that, we have seen this example. A scooter may be a comfort or a luxury for a student, but when he does a part-time job, it may be a necessary, so it may be necessity for him. Okay. So in the previous days, when your father or your grandfather started studying, at those times, there may not be proper amount for them to study. They used to do some part-time jobs also. Okay. So at the time, maintaining the bike, if he is doing a part-time job, it is it is necessary for him. Without doing any part-time job, just for, even though there is a facility of going in a bus, okay, without any struggle, even though maintaining the scooter, it is a luxury or comfort for him. Okay. So in the student point of view also, same thing here. So you can see here. So the nature of the product also signifies the impact of elasticity of demand. You can see here, if there is an increase in the price of the rice, we still buy it because it is necessary for us. Okay, even though the cost of rice has increased, we will be buying the rice. Why? Because we have to eat it to for our existence. Okay, this means that the demand is inelastic to the price. Okay, it is inelastic to the price. Even though the price gets increase or decrease, whatever the case may be, we have to buy the rice and we have to cook and we have to eat, right? That is the that is inelastic to the price, which is a necessity good. Okay, so here we are seeing here, though there is an increase in the price, we tended to buy the necessaries such as petrol, diesel, and so on. So the demand is not going to decrease, even though there is a rise in the prices. Okay. But whereas for the comforts and luxuries, the demand is relatively elastic. Okay, here it is inelastic, which is a necessity good. For that, it is an inelastic. Even though the prices increase or decrease, we will be buying that. But whereas the luxuries, the goods or luxury goods, it is elastic. Okay, we may postpone. We have the concept of postponement of such goods. That thing we can see here later. Okay, so that is luxuries are not mandatory for us. So if the price of that particular good is very high, we'll stop buying it. Okay. So here you can see the time frame. Time frame also plays a very important role in the defining the elasticity of some particular goods. Here in the example we have seen buying of vegetables. If you have more amount of time, you will be going to a vegetable market where you can get for less cost. If you don't have time, you have to go and buy in the nearby shop and you have to come back very quickly. So the nearby shop may be selling at higher cost. You don't bother about that, and at that time you have to go and get that vegetable. So you will be paying more amount there. Okay, time frame also plays a very important role in the elasticity of demand. And you can see the degree of postponement. The degree of postponement. So here the product consumption can be postponed. The product is said to have elastic demand, and where it cannot be postponed, it is said to have inelastic demand. So some of the goods can be postponed and some of the goods cannot be postponed. Okay. So similarly, what we have seen in the rice we can't postpone of buying, right? We have to buy it. So that is the consumption of the necessities. Necessities cannot be postponed, and hence they have to be inelastic demand, right? If some of the goods, if you are able to postpone it, it's well and good. If not, if you have to buy at any cost. So if you want to buy at any cost means it is inelastic. Okay, if you can postpone and if you are waiting for the price of that particular product to come down and if you are buying, then it is saying that it is affected with the elasticity. Okay. Next you can see the number of alternate uses. So you can see for power supply or an electricity, we have different number of uses for that, right? We may use that in the industries for the working of machines, and in the offices, households, and the trains also. This electricity plays a very important role. There is same product will be having different number of uses, alternate uses. Okay. So in such cases, there will be huge amount of demand. So it is inelastic. Whatever the cost may be, everyone will be using it. Okay. So coming to the taste and preferences of the customer, you see here, if the customer is particular about his taste and preferences, okay, then the product is said to be inelastic. Why? Because he might be a he might be using from months and years some particular product, so it doesn't matter for him to buy that product even though the cost, even the price has increased. Here you can see example they have given Colgate, Tata Tea and Annapurna Atta and so on. Price increased, does not matter right there. Okay. So from months or from years he is using same product. So he will be following the same product. So even though the price has increased, it doesn't matter for him. So it is inelastic. Taste and preferences of the customer. Okay. Availability of close substitutes. Okay. So there is no close substitute to that of to the gold. So whatever the cost may be, they will be buying, and they may be buying more amount or less amount with some particular amount, okay, of money. Okay, you can see here where there are a good number of close substitutes, the demand said to be elastic. Where there is no close substitutes, it will be inelastic. Okay, for gold there is no close and literal substitute, and hence the demand for the gold is inelastic. If coffee and tea are equally good for me, if there is an increase in the price of the coffee, I may tend to switch over to the tea. Okay, so if we have the habit of taking coffee or tea, if at morning time or afternoon time, if the coffee cost has increased a lot, instead of buying coffee or taking coffee, we will be taking tea. We don't, if we don't bother about the taste. If you bother about the taste, if you want only the coffee taste, whatever the cost may be, you will be buying that only. Okay, that is, so that is inelastic. So then what, you can see that what elasticity is then. So in case of complementaries or joint goods, so complementaries in the sense, so for tea we have tea powder, sugar, milk, they are the complementary goods. Okay, for for a bike, a petrol is the complementary good. You get what complementary goods are and what substitutes are. Substitute is meant for coffee, substitute is tea. But for tea, what are the complementary goods? That means to make a tea, what are the products we require? Those are called as complementary goods. Okay. Levels of prices. If the price is very expensive, example such as diamonds, are very cheap as salt, then product is likely to have inelastic demand. So, for example, you can say take the help of salt. If you in the previous month, if you have bought the salt packet, 1 kg salt packet for 20 rupees, and now it has decreased to 15 rupees, what you will be doing? Are you going to buy more amount of salt, and are you going to use it? No. Why? Because even though the price is at 20 rupees previous month, at this month, if it become 15 rupees also, we will be buying 1 kg of salt only. We can't eat that salt individually, right? Okay. So some of the goods such as diamonds, okay, buying the diamond itself means you are very rich. So you are not going to think about how much it is going to vary. Okay. Similarly, the price is too low, it's not likely to result in the more demand. Okay. The rich may not be bothered about the price changes. Okay. Next, availability of subsidies. Availabilities of subsidies. Okay, what does a subsidy mean? Subsidy refers to the money paid by the government or any other public authority in order to help a company's financial or to make something cheaper for the public. Actually, in the previous, just 6 years back or 6 or 7 years back, we used to get everyone used to get subsidy on their cylinder also, but they don't know that government is paying subsidy amount to the that gas agencies. Okay, do you get no? Previously, we bought a gas cylinder. For example, if we bought the gas cylinder for 400 rupees, actually its cost is around 600 rupees. Actually, so a customer used to buy pay only 400 rupees. Okay, the 200 rupees will be paid by the government to that gas agency by showing that their sale in the month of say in the previous month, in the month of August, if a gas agency has sold around 1000 mm, gas cylinders to the customers, and he got that 2000 cylinders multiplied with the money 400 rupees, but actually 200 rupees is the subsidy actually. That means he bought the product for 600 rupees and he has sold for us for 400 rupees. The 200 rupees is paid by the government to that particular gas agency. So we did not know that. So later, next after that means just 5 years back or 6 years back, they they are asking, government is asking to pay the total amount, and if at all any subsidy is there, directly will be transferring to you. Okay, what happened previously is, even though there are only 1000 number of sales, they used to show 2000 number of sales, and they used to get more amount from the government, these gas agencies. There is, there will not be proper control for it. So what happened is, instead of that, what they have done is, customer, you pay the money first itself, then you link your bank account and Aadhaar to the your gas connection, then that subsidy amount will be deposited into your bank account. Okay, the customer able to know that there is subsidy for the gas, and later there will not be occurrence of fraud from the gas agency side. Do you get know what is the subsidy is? And also one more thing you have to know is, if you buy these solar plates and you equip your house with solar panels, and instead of using the inverter, you convert the solar energy with the help of solar panels to your battery, you connect your batteries, and from that, if you use that, government is ready to give the subsidy amount. If the solar panels cost around 10,000, government is ready to pay around 5,000 rupees. You can nowadays, you can see in the farms, the fields, farmers are arranging these solar panels to run their motors. Right. That is nothing but government want to reduce some products cost. That is called as subsidy. Here we have taken an example of LPG, sugar, and wheat. Okay, government will be bearing some amount. Okay, next, exception of prices. So some people expect that there will be fall in the price. There will be fall in the price in future. So what he will be doing is, he's not going to buy anything right now. So that is called as, it will be inelastic. Next, durability of the product. You can say, sometimes we may not think about the price of some products if it is lasting for a long time. Okay, durability means it will be lasting for more amount of time. Ask your parents, they might be seeing a TV called Dynora. Okay, ask your parents or your grandparents. Previously, those are the best TVs. Dynora, okay, Onida, okay, BPL, like this. Some of the products which will be lasting for longer time, they don't bother to pay more amount. We may have different company TVs, but if one one product will be lasting for long time means we will be paying more amount for that. Okay, durability, which will be lasting for long time. You can also see this perishable goods such as milk or vegetables, they won't last for longer time. So we have to, their demand will be in inelastic, right? Okay. And government policies, they also play a very important role. Okay. So one government will be concentrating on one field, other government will be concentrating on another field. Okay. So, so you can see an example, right? We don't support any government, but just you can see as an example, right? You have seen there is large usage of Patanjali products from the last 5 to 6 years. Okay, and so okay, we don't bother about that. Okay, present government at the center is increasing for the goods which has to be made in India. And also you can see recently, if you are watching the news, in just 2 or 3 days before also, around 114 number of Chinese apps has been banned, including the PUBG, which you like very most. Okay, so many people got addicted to that PUBG. I know that also. So government policies that to abolish some of the products from India, or else to bring some new rules. Okay, in case of tax collection or whatever it may be. Okay, significance. You can go with the significance of elasticity of demand. Okay, so after the completion of this, we will talk something. Okay, significance of elasticity of demand. You can go with it. So just as an example, we have said that government of India has banned so many of the Chinese apps. After banning that only, new apps which is made in India had come and they gain popularity also. From it, there are some, now there is a place for Indian apps in the top 10. Okay, since we have banned some Chinese apps. Okay, we have we have the brain, we can apply, but due to the laziness, we are not going to do that. So where there is no chance, we will be working. Okay, okay. See, we'll have discussion on the significance of elasticity of demand. Where we'll be applying this elasticity of demand and all. So generally, the following are the applications to fix the price of a product, price of the factors of production. So you know the factors of the production. What are the factors of the production? Land, labor, capital, organization, and technology. These are called as factors of production. Okay. Okay. You see this price of the factors of production, and to fix the price of the goods and services provided, rendered, provided, rendered. Okay. The elasticity of demand plays a very important role in deciding the price of the land, labor, capital, organization, technology, right? We'll see in detail in each one. Next, to formulate or revise the government policies, to forecast the demand, to plan the level of output and the price. So in the next chapter, that is the first part of the first unit only. In the next chapter, we'll be discussing regarding the forecasting of demand, right? First, we'll see here the prices of factors of production. See, the factors of production are just you can know that land, labor, capital, organization, and technology. These have a cost. So generally, everyone, the person who is willing to do the business will be generally doing in a way that he will be taking the land for rent or else the lease. Okay, he will be getting the land by paying some amount either as rent or as a lease, right? And to maintain his organization he has to pay wages. Salaries and wages are similar, but the wages means here he has to pay weekly or daily wages or weekly wages. Salary means generally for a month. Okay, so interest. Interest means he will be getting some amount from the bank or some financing agency as a capital. So for that amount he has to pay the interest. Right. Next, profits and prices of these factors production. Okay. So we should know how to organize the profit also, and we should know how to keep the selling price of that particular product. Okay. If you are thinking to get huge amount of profit, okay, you can fix the price at some cost, high cost. If there is no competition for your product, and actually government will be controlling the prices of all the products mostly. So you can see for if you see a labor, if they are in organized manner and if they are unionized, generally they will be having one union, right? Okay, if you are constructing a building, you will be requiring the labor, right, who is going to work for you. They will also have a union and they will be deciding that everyone who go for a work for construction, they has to take this much amount. Okay, if they are unionized, their cost will be fixed throughout total city. Okay, so and also you can see here price fixation of the production, sorry, of production factors. Okay, factors of production you can see also here. In a village, if there is a land, it is elastic. Okay, that means the price of the product, that means the land is not going to be high. Okay, generally it will be in elastic manner. Generally if all the prices increase, the land cost will also be increasing. So but if you see, if you want an land in an industrial township means where all the industries will be at one place, and if you want to establish an industry, generally you will be preferring in that area only. So generally it will be having some extra facilities also, such as they may be, government may be providing some water facility and some extra road. Some road facilities will also be available there. Okay. In that area, if you want some land in the industrial township, okay, you can get by paying higher rent. So if you want to establish an industry, they will be buying in the villages only. Why? Because in the villages the cost is less. Okay. What happens generally is if a person want to establish an industry, he will be buying the land. Say generally, there will be two types of lands. One will be used for cultivation. The other one will be the which is not useful for cultivation. Why? Because there is no proper water facility for it. And generally, we used to call it as banjar. Okay. In Telugu, we used to call as banjar bhumi. That means which is doesn't have the proper water facility. That will be given for the industrial persons to use that one and to give employment to the persons, some other people. Okay, they will be start doing that. Later on, what happens is when that industry is established, there will not nearby there will not be any houses or anything. So later, after 1 or 2 years, what happens is first a small shop will be coming there to have tea and coffee for the workers who are working in it. Later, automatically there will be proper road. Why? Because the lorry or else any other vehicles has to come to the factory and it has to go to that industry. Later, nearby the houses starts. Okay. Later, again houses starts. So it will be forming as a village there. So after some years, what they do is these villagers will be fighting against that industry. Why? Because due to your industry, we are getting diseases. Do you get now? So actually, if in the previous days they have some policies, government used to have some policy that they have to keep in previous days or now also. If if there are some chemical factories or any other factories which is going to harm. Okay, you can see this. If you go with, if you move on NH5, in the it's way from Eluru to Vijayawada also. You can see the sugar industries will be there. 1 or 2 or 3 some sugar industries will be there. And nearby there will be some villages has developed later. Okay. So whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter for us here. Here what we want to know is in the village we can have the land cost at lower price. If we are buying it in an industrial township, it will be high. So price fixation you can see here. These study of elasticity of demand will be very much helpful in the fixation of the price. Why? Because you have done a product and you will be studying the market and you will be fixing the price. If there is no one who is giving competition to you, you will be fixing the price at higher cost. That concept is called as monopoly actually. Okay. And if there is any competition for you, you will be thinking of reducing the your price. Generally government will be seeing that what is the price of your product, is it worthy. By keeping the price at that cost, if you keep too much cost also for your product, no one is going to buy. Okay, you know that previously we have studied that same thing only. Okay, we have some policies from the government side also. We have the taxation policy. Okay, rising bank deposits. So we have this taxation policies. The government tends to increase the price such as petrol, diesel, cigarettes, and so on. Why? Because there are some goods which will be exhaust in near future. Okay, what are they? Generally, crude oil. We get the crude oil that will be refined. You studied this in the ninth class or 10th class itself. The crude oil will be refined and refined. So we can see there. So at one level we will get kerosene. If you further purify, you will get diesel. If you further purify it, you will get petrol. If you further purify it, you will get speed petrol. If you further that what you will see, that is speed petrol by Bharat Petrol, or else you can see the extra mile by HP, something like this. Extra, they are little bit more pure than the general petrol. And you can also see white petrol. You might have seen that white petrol. Okay, generally they will be using that one in the stickering shops and some other shops to clean some of the objects. Okay, they will be exhaust in near future. Okay, so if the price is more, your research will be less. That's the reason why they used to increase more cost. And also cigarettes also. Okay, if the cost is more, generally they have to buy less. Okay, customers will be buying less, they have to buy less. If they don't have proper idea, they will be buying more and more. Okay, next, the rising bank deposits. So what is this? If the government want to mobilize larger deposits from the customers, it proposes to raise the rates of the fixed deposits marginally and vice versa. Okay, if actually government will be working with our money only, actually whether you pay the tax, whether you pay, you have some fixed deposits. Okay, so these things we will be discussing. Okay, so government will be working with the help of the money what the customers kept in the bank, or else we have some rules for it. We can't simply print the number of notes as we like. Do you know that? So it is our country. Okay, India is our country. Okay, so due to the deficiency, so we don't have proper amount of money. So everyone is poor, right? Everyone is poor. To make us rich, government can simply print the notes and give to the people who are living in it. Is it possible? No, it's not possible. To print some number of amount, government has to store some gold reserves for it or some other assets to release some amount of money into the society. It has to store some gold reserves or else some other products it should have in it, then only it can release some amount. Okay, we can go through the YouTube, you can learn so many things which will be helping us. So public utilities, some public utilities government will be fixing the price. Okay, fixing the charges for public utilities such as electricity tariff, water charge, ticket fare in case of road or rail transport, and so on. Okay, if you buy a new bike, you will be paying some amount of tax, which includes the road tax. Okay, or some other taxes. If your vehicle is more, if you are using a vehicle which is of more than 15 years, its life will be generally 15 years. After that, if you want to use, you have to pay green tax also. Do you get now? That means you are, by paying money, you are bringing some polluted vehicle into the atmosphere. That is called just like a green tax. Okay. So water charges, ticket fares for rail and rail. Okay, next, revolution or devolution of currencies. So government has to study these imports and exports. Okay, and then formulating the government policies. Okay, you'll see the forecasting of the demand. Okay, government has to know in near future so and so product is going to have how much amount of demand. Meanwhile, if a particular product is not available with us, we have to buy from some other country and we have to be provide to the consumers. Okay, and planning the levels of output and the prices. So the elasticity concept is very much helpful in the planning and also fixation of some prices of some particular goods. Okay, so sometimes if you increase the price, if you by thinking that by increasing the price of a product, you thought of getting the profit, but sometimes you may lose the customers also.